Finally tired of doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results? Well, this show is going to help you change your life for the better. Strap on your seatbelt and navigate this roller coaster we call life with human potential expert and best-selling author Dr. Verna Price. Each week, Dr. Verna blesses you with her virtues to live your best life so you can be the best you that you can be.
Welcome back to Dr. Verna's Virtues. It's great to have you back. For those of you who come and listen regularly, for those of you who are brand new, welcome. Come, listen, share. Love to have you back again. All right, we always start with an affirmation. So let's go ahead and start with an affirmation. And we're going to start with the My Power Is affirmation, which actually talks about what makes you powerful. All right, let's go ahead, put your hand on your heart, and let's start. My power is my ability to think a new positive thought, see a new positive vision, speak new positive words, write new positive goals, and do something positive about my life by taking a new positive action step. So you've got to take that action step. You've got to take a new positive action step. So make sure wherever you are that you are taking that step. All right. So I was sitting outside on my deck not very long ago, and I like getting up early in the morning and sitting and drinking my tea slow and reading my Bible and just having a minute to think and reflect. And I heard this noise. And I looked up in the trees, and here were these two squirrels. And they were chasing each other, like big time chasing each other. And the one squirrel that was being chased went all the way up the tree. And then it stopped and it sat on this branch. And then it just sat there. And the other squirrel tried to come to it, and the squirrel just sat there. The other squirrel tried to move the branch, and that squirrel just sat there. It was really clear to me that that squirrel had decided that they were not going to move, no matter what happened. And before long, that the other squirrel just disappeared and left that squirrel alone, and that squirrel maintained its position. I was struck by that because I thought about how many of us allow things in life to move us from our spot, to move us from our position. Like, you know where you're supposed to be. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know your spot, your position. And how often do we allow people or circumstances to move us from our spot? Or do we allow fear, or do we allow intimidation to move us from our spot? What do I want you to make a decision about? That you are not going to be moved. You are not going to be moved. I don't care what's going on around you. I don't care what they said about you. I don't care what they're trying to do to you. You are not going to lose your position, whatever that position might be. Whether that position is a position in your job and what you're doing, with a friendship, with a marriage, with a business, whatever your position is, that you get to the place where you say, this is my position and I am not going to be moved. You can run after me if you want to. I am not going to be moved. You can come around me and try to shake the branches of my tree. I am not going to be moved. So how do people shake the branches of your tree? The first thing that they do is just simply try to talk about you. They try to make you look bad. They try to go after your character. They try to go after your reputation. They try to do that. That's just shaking the branches on your life tree. Let me tell you, your tree still stands, and you maintain your position. Don't leave your position. Don't allow anyone to chase you away from your position. And once those kind of the winds start going around in your life and things begin to happen, don't be afraid. It's just for a short time. It's for a short time. Let me tell you, those people who are after you, and those people who are talking about you, and those people who are trying to come after you, the truth of the matter is they're coming after you because they don't have a position. They don't have a spot. They're not solid. They don't have a good foundation, but you do. And what do I want you to do? Don't lose your spot. Refuse to be moved. How else do you get moved? You get moved because you get your feelings hurt, right? Someone talks about you, and now all of a sudden you're second guessing yourself. And then all of a sudden you feel like you can't hold that position anymore. Yes, you can. Nothing happened to you. You're still smart. You're still accomplished. You're still beautiful, right? You are still who you are. Refuse to allow that emotional, feeling bad that someone did this, or maybe someone walked out of your life. A lot of people lose their position when people walk out of their lives. Let me tell you, I don't care who walks out of your life. I don't care who it is. Who it is. If you get fired tomorrow, you still maintain your position. And what's your position? I'm accomplished, I'm talented, I'm intelligent, and I can find another job. As a matter of fact, another job will probably find me. If a good friend walks out of your life, refuse to be moved. Because here's the deal, there are 7.4 billion people in the world. Did you hear what I said? 7.4 billion people in the world. And I can assure you that you will get another friend. You become friendly and you will get friends. Refuse to be moved because someone walks out of your life. There's not one person who means everything to you. We're too complicated just to have one person who can shut us down. There's no one person who can shut you down. Refuse to be moved. And what do you say to yourself? You know what? I might in this moment, I may have to stand here by myself. I may have to sit here by myself. I might have to work this thing out by myself, but I refuse to be moved. I will not move from my position. I think about college students. You go to college, you're feeling good about yourself. All of a sudden, someone comes into your life and they weren't raised the way that you were raised. They don't have the habits that you have. And now they're asking you to lose your position. They're asking you to lose who you are. Refuse to do it. Refuse to do it. What does that mean? No, I'm not going to take those drugs. No, I'm not going to skip my classes. No, I am not going to go out with that person or sleep with that person. I am not going to lose my position. Refuse to be moved. So I have a question for you. Who in your life is threatening your position? Who is after you? What is going on in your life that is trying to move you from your position? And here's what I want you to do. Number one step, make a decision that you are not going to be moved. You're not going to allow it to take over your mind space. You're not going to allow it to take over your heart space. You're not going to lose sleep over it. You're not going to, lose your age over it, right? People say to me all the time, Dr. Verna, you look so good. You know why? I made a decision. I'm going to stay younger longer. And I am not going to lose my position, no matter what. Because my position doesn't depend on what you think of me. My position doesn't depend on how much money I have or don't have. My position depends on none of that. It depends on one thing only, that I make a decision about who I am and what I want and what matters to me and where I want to go in life. And you know what? I'm going to stand there. And for those of you who are God-fearing people, if God told you to do something, if you feel in your spirit that God told you to do something, that becomes your position. And your position becomes, I'm going to do that thing. No matter what, I am going to do that thing. I remember when I quit my job at the University of Minnesota, I was a professor there. And, it seemed as though I had accomplished it all, right? I was a young African American woman with a PhD, earned from a big university. I was teaching courses. I was a director of leadership programs there. It seemed as though I had made it. So when God told me to quit my job and to write a book and to start my own business, people thought I'd lost my mind. They said, are you going to lose your position? What are you doing? But what they didn't know was that I had a new position established in me. And I tell you, I had to sit on that limb. I'm telling you. And sometimes the breeze was really hard. Sometimes life was blowing stuff around me. But you know what? I sat on that place in my life, in that position. Do not lose your position. Refuse to be moved. Number one, know who you are and what you want. Number two, refuse to look around to what people are saying or not saying about you. Who you are is none of their business. Number three, make a decision that you're not going to be moved and that you're going to stay the course, straight line, stay the course with who you are and what you are supposed to do and what you are supposed to accomplish. And I can tell you, number four, it may be very uncomfortable for a minute, but just endure. Endure it. Refuse to second guess yourself. Endure it. And what's going to happen is that you're going to see life open up to you in major ways, and opportunities are going to open up to you in major ways. And those same people that were chasing you and trying to get you off of your spot are now going to wonder, wow, what happened? What happened? How did you do it? And what did you do? What can you say? I refuse to be moved. All right. Thanks for joining me today. And do come back and please share with your friends. And let's go ahead and finish up with our affirmation. And we're going to do let's do the change your life one. All right. Ready? This is my life and I get to change it when I want to, how I want to, if I want to, because I was given this life. And that makes me very valuable, very important, very lovable, and extremely powerful. That's who you are. You're a powerful person who can stay and stand and refuse to be moved. All right. See you next time. Bye.
Get caught up on previous episodes of Dr. Verna's Virtues at ShelettaMakesMeLaugh.com.